We all know that Jesus says, we Christians are in the world, but we are not of the world, right? But what exactly does Jesus mean by that? Since we are not of the world, many Christians have taken a very negative attitude towards what's going on outside the four walls of the church. It is, well, us versus them. Okay? After all, we are told we are not to love the world or the things of the world. If you love the world, you make yourself an enemy of God. Well, we have many verses like that to back up our claims. But yet, at the same time, you can't be a Christian if you don't believe the most important verse in the Bible is that for God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son, John 3:16. And then verse 17 says that Jesus didn't come to condemn the world, but that the world through Him might be saved. So what exactly does it mean by all that? Is God blowing hot and cold at the same time? One moment telling us, stay away from the world. Next moment telling us, engage the world. Is God confused? And as long as this issue is not properly dealt with in the church, we will never become effective. We'll be paralyzed as we go forth boldly to proclaim the gospel of Christ, to be a salt and light out there in our city. Now, what exactly does God mean when He uses the word world? As I do my study, I begin to realize that the word world actually means three different things. First of all, the word world in the Greek is this word, I'll just make sure I get it right spelling, that's right, aeon. It's the word aeon, which means a generation. Well, the standard verse for this, a good verse, is Matthew 13 and verse 22, where Jesus says, beware of the cares of this world. That means beware of the cares, the concern, the anxieties of the generation. My family lives in New York right now. I can tell you what's going on in New York. Everybody's worried about Wall Street, right? The cares of a generation, of the world. The second word for world is this word oikoumene, which means lands and territories. A good verse is Matthew 24 and verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, and then the end will come. Well, how many of you know in every land, in every city, in every town, in every village, people need the Lord and people need to hear the gospel, right? So we preach it here in Hawaii, we preach it on the mainland, we preach it in Singapore, in China, in India. Anywhere you go, the gospel has to be preached. But the most common word that is translated as world is not aeon or oikoumene. The most common word is this word cosmos. And cosmos means social order or arrangement. And the best text is Mark 16 and verse 15, when Jesus says, go into all the world, cosmos, and preach the gospel. Go into every social order or arrangement and share the good news.